Welcome to Basel and the magnificent River Rhine. Today we will be walking to Germany and France via the Border Triangle Monument. So let's start the show. So Paul, we are standing on the Mittler Brook Bridge and we will be heading in this direction down here, which will take us to the Triangle Monument and beyond that, Germany and then France.
Ooh, interesting.
So let's get going. Well, it's an absolutely gorgeous late April sunny afternoon while we're here, and unfortunately we've been a little bit sick and I can't even hear a word that Paul says.
We have had to also wear sunscreen because I think that the temperature is going up to 22 today.
Yes, it is, but I'm wearing long sleeves because I don't want to catch the death of the cold and chest infection that I've had over the past week or so. Now, there's one thing to say, that if you are coming to Switzerland or France or Germany on a Sunday, that the shops are not going to be open, so you can't go clothes shopping, can't even go food shopping. Corner stores, some of them might be open, and cafes and restaurants are generally open, but it's best to check ahead. There really are some wonderful swans down here. There's one coming towards us right now. So this is the River Rhine, Paul, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's going to stretch towards Germany and France in this direction up here. We could walk along the edge of the river, or you could take this little walk up here, which I think we might do. Oh, these are giant steps. I think we'll take these ones, smaller. You take the giant steps, Paul.
They were a bit ginormous.
Yeah. So up in this top level, there are museums as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which I think we have access to via our Basel card.
Yeah. If you are in Basel, you can either buy, or your hotel might provide you with a Basel card that gives you free public transport within the city and half price to many of the museums. Yes.
How many arches are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like about 6.
Yeah.
It is very, very picturesque. Doesn't this sort of remind you of the River Thames?
This river?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Because
So I know I'm a bit deaf. I thought you said the sweater. I'm the sweater at the minute.
Why would I say sweater? Because this does remind me of the River Thames while we were in central London.
I think it's wider though, isn't it?
Yeah. But do you have that same effect?
Yeah. Well, many major cities have a river running through them. You can do river cruises here as well. In fact, on the Basel card, some of the cruises are included for half price. Paul, you've got the map out. Show us where we are and where we're
This
heading.
is where we were before.
Yeah.
So here's where we are.
There's another bridge coming up.
But we have to walk all the way up to this point.
Yes.
That is quite some way
Can
away.
you pronounce the name of the Triangle Monument?
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I am going to butcher it, but it is called Dreeland Direct.
Let's just say the border triangle.
Okay.
Chill with respect, Paul.
So I suppose this was the direction in which we were walking.
Oh yes, so it is, look. Up to here.
So I guess we need to still going up north.
Yeah. This is giving like pointers of various points of interest along the way. Yeah.
But look, there are plenty of toilets as well.
Well, let's just hope they're open if we need them.
And let's hope we don't have to pay. Sticker.
Oh, a sticker. It's a penguin. I don't think we're going to see any of those today. Swans, yes. Penguins, no.
Oh my god.
What?
I think this is like a shower.
What?
Look.
Okay, maybe don't go under it.
And then there's that bit over there, and then there's like this
bit to stand on where it drains away.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we test it?
I'm not going to.
Oh, it does work.
Should I stop it?
It probably stops on its own, no?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, it will probably stop.
I think some people are going to say that's a waste of water.
Yeah.
But it'll be recycled, you see, so it's not really.
Well, how will we know how long it takes for it to stop?
Well, I've never seen a shower like this before. I guess it's, you know, if people are bathing in the river, perhaps, is that allowed? It stopped of its own accord. Over on this side, on the other side of the shower, there's a toilet. You have to pay to get in.
So then how come this is free?
Maybe it means vacant rather than free.
Oh, okay, fine.
So if you did need to use it, it's how much?
I don't know. Does it even say?
You need a key to get in, I think. I'm not sure. Look at this, Paul. And we didn't have to press any buttons to get this water coming out. It's constant.
Very, very
constant
cold.
flow from the dragon.
Very cold.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It is.
Do you need to chill out by going like this?
Well, that was one of my tips and tricks from Australia. Yeah, to calm you down and to cool you down, run cold water on the back of your hand. We didn't press any buttons for this water, so if anyone's saying we're wasting it, well, we're not, because it's a constant flow and it is being recycled.
This is kind of like a thing to hold the boats in place.
Right, I've never seen anything quite like this before. It's like a winch. It's almost like a little cable car or something.
But I guess you could like bring it in from this point.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
you like pull it back.
Very unusual, very imaginative. There are little places to stop and have a drink along the way, which is good.
Yes.
Wow, look at that barge over there. It's got the French flag on it. It must be carrying cargo of some type, I think. Need to sit down, Paul?
Yeah, this is my little round table.
You holding round table talks?
By myself.
Yeah. So we've just passed under the next bridge. How much further is it, Paul? Oh, not too far.
No, not too far.
There's one more bridge to go.
And then it's pretty straight on after that.
And you can see the border. That line there.
Like here.
Yeah, so you've got France over here, Switzerland here, and then further
Germany
up.
is like on this side.
Yeah, yeah. We've got a river cruise ship here as well.
It looks huge.
This is quite large, yeah. Be like a day cruise sort of thing. It does feel quite warm when you're in the direct sunlight, but there is a little bit of a chill, I guess, when you're next to the water. And we've just had a bit of a backdraft off the breeze off that cruise ship over there as well. I can remember way back 30 plus years ago in Coleraine in Northern Ireland, a green obelisk, same sort of shape as this, appeared in the town, and nobody knew what it was until advertising posters went up on it. We had never seen anything quite like that before, Paul. So this set of toilets has got no buttons or anything, but a really interesting diagram up there of what looks like a clown doing something
Or like a Santa
rather rude. Yes, or a very forlorn Santa Claus. Anyway, shall we see? Yes, indeed, it does just open. In you go, Paul, if you need it.
Maybe.
Don't forget to lock it. There's no lock? Oh no. Just next to the toilets there are these little yellow bags, which I assume are for collecting dog droppings. Someone's sending a flag across the river. The Swiss flag. How weird is that? Right, Paul, we've just passed under the next bridge and we still head in this direction, right? To the triangle. Do you think we can walk along here?
Yeah, why not?
Well, we've just all of a sudden seen this railway line, which is just seemingly sprung out of nowhere. We didn't see it earlier on. It's
No,
I guess it just runs. Does it just run to here?
Like it just started like over here.
Right, I didn't see the start of it. That's why.
I think it might be discontinued. I don't know.
Right, well, there's certainly nothing running on it at the moment. But here's the path that we keep walking along, and I guess this is going to take us to the border. Well, I've just seen the sign up there pointing to the border triangle. So we actually have to cross this railway. I'm actually thinking it's probably used for freight because it's next to the river. And it's a Sunday, so there's no business going on today. So still look left and look right, Paul, as we cross the railway line. So you said that online just now, it said it was another 23 minutes.
No, the sign said that.
Oh, the sign.
Yeah.
Oh, the sign's probably wrong. Some little planters along here.
It is to promote biodiversity, I suppose.
Yes, that's right, to attract the bees. I think that's what we want. There's lots of the planters ahead as we keep walking along this little road towards the border triangle. You've just noticed that there's a disused track, railway track here.
This is kind of like wooden.
Wooden sleepers, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen the wooden ones before.
Oh, I think you might have done somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure you did. This looks as though it might have been like a narrow gauge railway rather than full width. And look, up here, there's even a little platform. Yeah, well, it's raised, isn't it?
I think that they must have removed it. Oh, look. There's like bits of like remnants of like old track or something here.
On this side too.
Look, this bit.
Because the railway just stopped, didn't it? We crossed over and then I thought it went over to this area.
But it didn't.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah, they've obviously had a railway here in the past. What's this you've discovered now, Paul? It looks like a disused theme park.
Yeah,
Right.
is it? Or is it like a bit of
What a ramshackle of things. There's a boat over there. What looks like an assault course.
Should we go over to check it out?
No, it's probably haunted. So there are people over this side.
Yeah, but I think that place still looks a little derelict or kind of run down sort of. But I think maybe that's just the vibe.
Yeah, probably. Not my vibe, I'm afraid. So we now know that on the other side of the river is France. We are still in Switzerland. And we're still heading towards the triangle monument.
So we still walk down here, and then there's like a bit that we cross over, and then it's straight on.
Oh, right, okay.
So I think maybe it will take like another
10 minutes?
5 minutes, 10 along this bit before we cross over to the other bit.
Okay, let's keep going.
Oh gosh.
Right, we've got a large map here, Paul.
So this is like you are here. So then there's this little bridge bit that we cross over here, and then that is
Oh yes,
Dreelanderak.
yes, the triangle monument. Now the green line here marks the border, so you can see that we've walked up this side of the Rhine
Yep.
to here so far, staying within Switzerland, but just across the river, that is France, so that's the border there, and beyond that, Germany up at the top.
And we came all the way from
Oh,
Mittelrealberg.
oh gosh, so that is quite a bit that we've walked. So we now have to cross a little bridge, Paul.
Actual traffic.
Oh right,
And then this must be.
well there's the railway again. Just check nothing's coming. And then there's a little footbridge.
I don't want to be walking on this.
Well, we'll be coming back here because if you walk down this way, it takes you across the border. But this way is taking us to the monument,
Oh.
which is all within Switzerland. We will explain when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we have arrived, Paul.
Yeah. Dreelanderak. Probably butchered it. Sorry.
Look, Paul, get behind the sign. The Grand Tour of Switzerland. The border triangle is the point at which Germany, France and Switzerland converge. The three-country point, where boats sail off towards the North Sea, is also a transport hub for the supply of raw materials to Switzerland. Described as a unique meeting place for three countries, languages and cultures, the triangle is the result of an architectural competition to which Swiss, German and French architects were invited in 1990. The tri-point itself is located in the middle of the Rhine, while the monument dedicated to it is on Swiss territory. So although we are standing firmly in Switzerland, behind us over there is Germany, and over on this side, it's France. Well, what about this? I think this is the first time that I've ever sat at the tri-point anywhere in the world, and there's a lot of them actually. If you look around Europe, yeah, there's quite a few. Some are in quite hard places to reach, such as mountain ranges, and again the actual border here is in the middle of the river, so this is the closest point that you can basically be having 2 feet in 3 countries, if you like, at the one time. But we've still got quite a little bit to go, because of course we haven't actually left Switzerland yet at all. Oh no, we still have to go to Germany, where we're going to have some lunch, and then we're going to go into France. So we're going to show you the route that we're going to take. So Paul, from this point we have to walk back to where we were a little while ago, 10 minutes ago.
Then we walk along Germany and then walk over this bridge into France and then maybe stay there for like a few minutes. And then walk.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's much over there. There's a few buildings. It is Sunday, so there's no shops open, of course, but we do need to have some lunch. We thought we'd get our lunch in Germany. One thing to note about Switzerland is it's very, very expensive, and we've been spending far too much money on food already. So we've got some euros, which we'll be able to use in Germany if we can find somewhere that's open. And then if there is anywhere in France, we might get a coffee or something, or a beer even, over there. But we've still got a walk ahead of us. Next stop, the border and Germany.
Oh, hello there. This is funny, isn't it? You will find all our funny bits and not so funny bits on our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus, so please hit the subscribe button.
So Paul, we are now standing right on the border between Switzerland and Germany, and also marks the border between Basel and Weil am Rhein, which is the town that we're going to enter right now into Germany. The arrow on the other side of the road marks the actual crossing point of the border itself, and just in the distance is the customs unit, because of course Switzerland is not in the EU, but Germany is. So just behind us is a sign saying Basel, so anyone who's heading that direction from Germany will know that they have entered Basel and Switzerland. We are now firmly in Germany, so we will just keep running on this and we'll walk into the outskirts of Weil am Rhein. It's Sunday and everything of course is closed, but we do need to eat lunch somewhere at a cafe or a restaurant, so let's just see what happens. Well, it's a shame it's Sunday, otherwise you'd have been straight into the Rhine Centre, which is the shopping centre. It's got an H&M, a DM, yeah?
Yeah.
But not today, I'm afraid.
It's okay.
Well, perhaps a rather battered example, but this is a German postbox. We are in Weil am Rhein, and it's a sort of yellowish, creamish colour. The paint has faded. Maybe we'll find a newer one while we're here. If not, well, this is the only one that we'll be seeing today. So, denoting that we are at a tri-border area, we have the Swiss flag, the French flag and the German flag. And you know what, Paul? Are you in the mood for just going straight into France right now?
So that then we could just have a proper drink back here in Germany.
Well, we'll see what's open in France. I don't know what's on the other side, but if we cross this bridge over here, we'll be in France in 5 minutes.
But before we go,
yeah,
this is the Rhine Center, so this is kind of like the
outlet
area, because I remember when I looked at the map, I saw that there were lots of shops in this vicinity. So maybe we come here before we leave.
Well, there's no shops open today, Paul. It's Sunday.
No, but like, I see lots of pollen.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's flying around. It's time to make our way to France.
So we are walking from Germany into France. So there is like this eating place down here, Marcus.
Yes.
Near restaurants. So maybe we can have something down here if we can't find anything appropriate over here or over in France. Do you know whether this is still the Rhine?
So look over here, Paul. There's the monument again from this side. As for the border itself, it's somewhere in the river, not necessarily
Like
on this
over
bridge.
here
Yeah, it's over
or
there.
something, like in the middle.
In the middle, yeah. Spot it, Paul?
I made an observation. So on the bridge, there are loads of mini flags.
Oh, so there are.
Along the railings, I suppose, along the bits of the bridge.
Yeah, but what are they?
Flags.
What sort of flags?
EU flag.
Yes. Isn't that quite significant? It's the EU flag.
Because we're still in the EU.
But we are now, but we weren't in Switzerland. So as we come to the end of the bridge, on the left-hand side, you can see the German flag, the French flag, and some other flag in the middle. I don't know what that is. But over here, the name of the town, Paul, we were debating what it was called, and yeah, it's Ville de Hunningo. Perhaps the middle flag is the flag of Hunningo. So on the signpost, you can see to the right-hand side, there is the town centre of Hunningo. To the left-hand side, Ville am Rhein. And to the left-hand side, it shows Mulhouse, which is the area where the Basel airport is located. And that's actually in France. So Paul, we've got the town centre to look at, and also the wine bar, I think, has caught your attention over there.
So we are rather thirsty because we've come a long way to get here.
It's actually taken us 3 hours from the point that we left our hotel in Basel to reaching Hunningo here. Yeah. So it's wine o'clock.
We haven't had lunch.
Or beer o'clock.
We are gonna have wine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Whichever.
Well, let's hope they take euros. They must do. We're in France. Well, Paul, you did have beer in the end. Don't give me the fingers like that.
I had two.
Oh yes, I had two as well. In actual fact, that was probably one of the best meals I've had in a long time. It was the charcuterie of the local meats and a ham and cheese toasted sandwich, basically. And two of the local beers. What did you think of it? That good?
Yeah, it was that good that I just burped.
And it was called Hunning Goose, which is because we are in Hunning something, right?
Yeah, we're in Kunengu?
Well, we're in France, and all I'd say is that the cost of that was €45.20. Now, while we've been in Switzerland, which is just there, we had lunch yesterday.
At the hotel?
Granted, now, hotel prices are higher, but they are actually on a par with local restaurants that we've noticed, and our lunch cost 90 francs, which is £90. €45 is about £45, £40. £40? Or is it more?
43?
Something like that. So you could say that we crossed 2 borders to get a cheap lunch, isn't that right?
So it was half off.
Yeah.
I
But
can't believe that.
we crossed 2 borders to get here, didn't we?
Yeah, we crossed to Germany and France
Yeah.
just for the food.
Yeah.
I would certainly do it again.
Me too. Let's check out the town centre. I have to say that when we mapped this out, this area, there was nothing on it. It was just blank.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Well, that's exactly, I don't understand. I said, oh, well, there's not much point in sort of staying in France because there's nothing there.
But clearly there is.
Well, clearly there's a town here. Now, is it a really new town? Because it looks as though it is. I mean, these buildings, these flats over here, and even the town centre square, the tower, it doesn't look as though it's that old. Now, maybe it is, but this is just really puzzling me. Because on the map, there was clearly absolutely nothing here. It was fields.
Oh, wow.
It was just blank.
Maybe you were looking at an older map because sometimes...
I was looking at Google Maps.
Well, sometimes it says on the bottom
Yeah.
what year it's from.
Oh, right.
So maybe you were looking at like an older map,
Possibly.
like an outdated one.
Maybe.
It is interesting that there's like this statue thing down below.
Yes, there's some sort of obelisk coming up with the town clock, I suppose that is. Yeah. Well, let's take a look. Well, here we are. We're coming into this absolutely fabulous town square. It is very modern, I have to say.
Yeah.
But it's very clean. Yeah, there's a post box over there. Now, I'm not sure if it's gone out yet, this particular episode, but we've been doing an episode on post boxes, and we did include one from France in Marseille. But I did promise to myself that every time we visited somewhere abroad from now on, we would include the post box. So
here we are.
Here we are. And I think I did get the one in Villain-Rhine, and or Rhine. So that's going into the post box episode, but we'll leave it in this one as well. So we're at the post office here in Huntingdew. Sorry, apologies. Honeydew. Honeydew.
Hunni.
Real apologies for butchering the French language.
It is Hunningu.
So that's a really old sign. So this place must have been here before.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the outlying area stuff.
So we've got the yellow post box. Yeah. La Poste. The departments that we're in.
And then from like, so this is like Sunday to like
Friday, and then there's a Saturday service. Yeah. Yeah, we can say a little bit of French. We know a bit of French. And we've got the La Poste sign here. So yeah, that's the post office in the town square. There's a museum just up there too. But what I'm really interested to see is this obelisk and the clock behind it.
Do you think it is a tribute to one of the world wars?
It could be, yes. There's a glorious day here. It's a Sunday afternoon, right at the end of April.
And Paul has changed into shorts.
Yes. And you know what? I think we're feeling better already after our illness, I have to say.
I'm not coughing as much.
So it says General Abatucci. There's always someone climbing over a monument. But yes, very, very nice indeed. So we'll keep going, because I really want to see this clock tower. I'm not sure if it's on a church or what it is, but we'll have a look. It looks as though it's a church, Paul, right?
Yeah.
The Church of Christ. Straight ahead. So we come up to this fabulous little fountain here, and the church over here with the clock tower. Look at these lovely houses, Paul.
Look at this yellow.
Yeah. With the French windows.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think?
No.
The closer to a border you are, within those borders, the more pronounced that country is.
Yeah.
So this is France.
Yeah.
It couldn't be more French than this.
No.
Oh, but wouldn't you say Paris is the most French place? No, this is. This is probably one of the most French places in France, if that makes sense. Because it's right on the border. So it wants to cling on to its identity. Now, I'm from Northern Ireland, from a place which is renowned for its border.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, we've had a little walk around the town of Honingue. Very nice it was too. But we've decided it's time to head back. And before we can get back to Basel in Switzerland, we have to go through Germany again. And exactly, Ville am Rhein. And even though we've just eaten a short time ago over here at the wine shop, we are going to have dinner as well, because it's so much cheaper and we've got some euros still to spend. So we're going to cross the bridge, and next stop will be Germany for the second time today. We just stepped off the bridge and we're now back in Germany in Ville am Rhein.
Oh, mini golf.
Yeah, there's a mini golf course over there. And over here, Ice and Fire, an ice cream parlour. It looks a bit busy, but let's take a look anyway. Well, that was quite cheap.
6.
Yeah, €6 for 4 scoops, so $1.50 a scoop. That's a really good deal. I got 2 scoops of vanilla in a cup.
And I got 2 chocolates on a cone.
So let's give it a go.
Mmm.
Yes, this is creamy.
The queue is out the door.
So it is. We didn't have to wait that long.
It seemed like a long time.
Yes, it seemed like a long time. And they're extremely busy in there. And the owner, I thought, looked like Andrew Lloyd Webber.
And they were putting orders onto Post-it notes.
Yeah.
Then I thought, are you serious?
How many Post-it notes do they get through a day?
No, like I think it was like they were like at least 10 or 15 deep.
Well, whatever works, right?
I was like thinking that isn't a sound business model. I don't think.
Other Post-it notes, sticky notes are available. Well, I have to say that was a really tasty ice cream, wasn't it, Paul? Just what we needed in this afternoon, where it feels really, really hot now. But I think it's only around about 22 degrees Celsius. It just feels warmer.
Maybe 24.
And where we're sitting, we are just at the shoreline of the Rhine, and we're looking out over to France, where we were a short time ago on the bridge. So we decided to have dinner before we left Germany, because it's so much cheaper than in Switzerland, and we went into a Cami, a Vietnamese restaurant right on the border. the sushi, Paul.
Yeah. So let's add some wasabi. Maybe a bit more. It's good.
So what did you think of the restaurant, Paul?
I had sushi and it was pretty tasty and I'm really, really full.
And I had a chicken yellow curry, and it was very filling because it's not actually that long since we had our late lunch. Well, we're not going to walk back, we're going to take the tram, because actually the tram from Basel runs right through into Ville am Rhein here in Germany. So the building in front of us, as we saw earlier on, is the customs building. There's a sign for Ville am Rhein, meaning that's the end of it, and Basel is straight ahead. And the tram stop is just here. We've got a Basel card which came free with the hotel, and it means that we get free public transport in the Basel area, including the tram. So it's free to get back to the hotel for us tonight. Well, we do hope that you enjoyed today's episode, taking in 3 countries.
Oh my god, I can't believe we did all that.
Yeah, talk about crossing the border.
Yes, for those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you can do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. So, from Ville am Rhein, almost Basel.
Ville am Rhein.
Yes, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
At